This is Future Proof, the show that packs your brain for the future. Your hosts are Robbie and Terry, both 15 years old. Every week, they argue about the jobs, the technology, and the big ideas headed our way. So you're ready before they get here.
Welcome back to Future Proof, the show that packs your brain for the future. I'm Terry.
And I'm Robbie, and today we're asking the question nobody's tax teacher prepared you for. Will robots have to pay taxes?
Spoiler alert, your calculator might owe Uncle Sam money someday.
So let's set the scene right now. When a human worker earns income, the government takes a cut: income tax, payroll tax, the whole buffet.
But robots don't get paychecks. They just quietly steal jobs while their owners pocket all the savings.
Harsh, but statistically supportable. The McKinsey Global Institute estimates that up to about 30% of current work tasks could be automated by 2030.
30%? That's not a disruption. That's a demolition derby.
So if robots replace workers, governments lose the tax revenue those workers use to generate. Roads don't fix themselves, Terry.
Actually, Robbie, I've seen some roads and I'm not convinced humans are fixing them either.
Fair point, but the math still hurts. Every displaced worker means less money flowing into social programs, schools, retirement funds.
Which is exactly why some very serious people are pitching the idea of a robot tax.
Bill Gates actually floated this back in 2017. Tax the robots at roughly the same rate you'd tax the human they replaced.
And use that money to retrain workers for jobs that still require a human heartbeat.
Like therapists, artists, plumbers, robots are weirdly bad at fitting under sinks.
That is oddly specific, but absolutely true. So who actually pays a robot tax, though? The machine?
The machine can't sign a check, Terry. The company that owns the robot would pay it.
Right, so it's basically a tax on automation, which some economists say could slow down innovation.
That's the main pushback. South Korea actually tried a version of this. They limited tax breaks for automation investment, which is kind of a backdoor robot tax.
So not pay up robot, more like you don't get a discount for replacing Dave.
Exactly. Less dramatic, but arguably smarter policy.
Meanwhile, the European Parliament debated an actual robot tax proposal and then voted it down in 2017.
They worried it would make European companies less competitive globally. If your rival in another country automates for free, you're at a disadvantage.
So it's not just an economics problem, it's a geopolitics problem wearing a robot suit.
A very efficient, tireless robot suit that doesn't need lunch breaks.
Here's what I think is genuinely interesting, though. Some economists argue we should tax wealth instead of income, since robots generate profits, not wages.
A wealth tax or a capital gains tax could capture the windfall that companies earn from replacing human labor.
Same destination, different road. You still fund public services just without literally sending a tax form to a dishwasher.
The dishwasher would probably file it incorrectly anyway.
Or perfectly. That's the problem.
There's also a deeper philosophical question lurking here. If AI becomes truly intelligent, does it have rights, obligations, a W-2?
Some legal scholars are already debating electronic personhood, giving advanced AI a kind of legal status like a corporation has.
Corporations are technically people for tax purposes, so why not robots? We've already made weirder decisions as a society.
If a robot can own property and sign contracts, taxing it starts to feel almost logical.
We are living in a timeline that requires a lot of deep breaths.
So where does this actually land? Robot tax? Good idea or innovation killer?
I think the smartest answer is probably indirect. Tax the gains from automation heavily, fund transition programs, keep humans economically relevant.
And maybe, just maybe, we design an economy where productivity gains benefit everyone, not just the people who own the machines.
That's either deeply optimistic or a campaign slogan, possibly both.
Both is fine. Both is future proof.
The bottom line, robots won't be filing taxes anytime soon, but how we tax the people who profit from them might be the most important policy question of our generation.
No pressure, world leaders. You've only got like 10 years to figure it out.
Thanks for thinking big with us today. Stay curious, stay sharp, and we'll see you next week on Future Proof.